Hi everyone, I'm Meteorologist Ryan Hoke with Sunday morning's edition of the Hokey video blog. So happy to have you here with us this morning on what had been a rainy morning very early this morning, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. But just before dawn, as we expected, rain shifted out of the area. Now we're drying out. We're drying out those streets, and unfortunately, we're not going to be quite as warm as yesterday because we've got some cool air moving in behind a cold front as well. Let's get you first to today's Hokey weather fact, and we all know that seasons are caused by the Earth's tilt on its axis, but did you know that the Earth is actually closer to the Sun slightly during the winter than it is during the summer? The event in the winter is called perihelion. That's when the Earth is closer to the Sun. And the event in the summer, where we're farthest from the Sun, is called aphelion. This has very little effects on our seasons. Not really a huge deal here, folks, because, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we were millions of miles away from the Sun here, and we're only shifting just a little bit. But, nevertheless, kind of an interesting fact, because the Earth does not revolve around the Sun in a perfect orbit. Now you know this morning, thanks to today's Hokey weather fact. Speaking of the Sun, you can see it there, beautiful sunrise image there from our SkyTrack camera in Shepherdsville this morning. Rain's well off to our east now. We had a few straggler showers that moved through southern Oldham, northern Henry County, or I should say southern portions of there in Henry County and northern portions of Shelby County. Even had a report of sleet out of portions of Oldham County when that moved through. Otherwise, the main rain's well off to the east and pretty much dying off. East Tennessee seeing the heaviest rain at this time. Temperatures falling behind the front, now down to 39 here in the city of Louisville. There's the location of the front approximately in eastern Kentucky. The cold air moving on in behind it. This is not excessively cold air. This is a Pacific front instead of an Arctic front. So it's taking our temperatures down a little bit, but it's going to be a very short-lived event where we do see the temperatures like that. Here's how it goes for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We'll see mostly sunny skies, much like today, but temperatures will be warmer tomorrow. Instead of the upper 40s like today, tomorrow we see lower to mid-50s. Beautiful day on tap. Then, if you've got the day off, enjoy it, get out there, and certainly bask in the sunshine, because by Tuesday the clouds roll in, and we've got this system that may produce some rain to snow showers. This is almost like a clipper type event here. So the rain would probably start late Tuesday, get a few snow showers on the backside by early Wednesday. Some of the models are being a little more aggressive with this, spreading some very light accumulating snowfall north of I-64. I'm not convinced at this point because the strength of this system is very weak, so it's not going to be a huge deal for us. Nonetheless, something to watch. The big deal is going to be in the long term. Here's what we've got cooking as we go through time here. You'll see that we do have this warm-up as we go throughout the 20th, which is Tuesday, so that's when we're going to see those 50s. Then as we go through time even more, again, this is the European model output. We see that cold snap as we go throughout the latter portion of the week. So this would be around Thursday morning when we're seeing these temperatures here. This is going to be just above the surface at 5,000 feet, 850 millibars. Gives you an idea of where the temperature's heading in terms of advection. Where is it coming from, and how's it going to influence the surface temperatures that we see here at ground level. But as we go through time, once again, we get another one of these warm-ups on the 24th, so that would be around Saturday of next weekend. So that's why I put temperatures up into the mid-40s by that time frame. And then some of the models, including the GFS, advertising a more pronounced cool-down as we go throughout the 27th, 28th, the end of the month, that time frame. That would be probably midweek next week or so. So that's something to watch. This is a pretty stout-looking trough here. The ensembles do have support for this. Probably not as deep as what the Euro's advertising here, probably somewhere in this territory for this white line here that you see, the freezing line at 850 millibars, probably more toward this territory instead of where you see it there. But nonetheless, fairly strong there. Could we see some snow out of this? We will see. At this point, there's kind of inconclusive evidence for that. Futurecast as we go throughout the first clipper showing, of course, very light precipitation down toward portions of southern Kentucky. This is the Euro model once again. It's not really impressive. There's other models that are more impressive with this, spreading maybe some accumulating snowfall on the backside. Again, like we said before, very light on Wednesday morning. By Thursday at 10 p.m., there's another one of these clippers that's going to come through. This time it's more of a true clipper because its source will be really in Canada. you're seeing just this little dot of precipitation here. Other models, including the Canadian and others, trying to be a little more aggressive with some light accumulating snowfall if that happens across the area. Then we've got another system that's going to be ushering in the bigger wave of cold coming in as we go toward next week. This is Monday, and you'll see that it looks like a rain system because the low would be up here and it would cycle around, air from the south in. So we'd have a warm air advection situation, and the snow would probably be up north of I-70 on this one. But the Canadian, takes the low down to the south, and yeah, you know what it does then. Possibly snowfall across our region with that model solution. It is an outlier at this point. An outlier, he says. So, not going to be a big deal yet. Something that we're going to watch, something we'll have to trend over the next week to see how this system goes. If I were a betting man, I would say the northern solution would probably take hold at this point because we don't have a really good snowpack across areas to our north to really give this low a southern track here. We've gotten so warm lately, and we're going to get so warm that it's not going to help matters to our north at all when it comes to the snowpack. So that's definitely a factor in how things are going to go. But nonetheless, the cold air will be filtering in, and we'll have to see how other systems deal with that as we go through time. Here's a quick look at the 7-day breakdown here, and you'll see those temperatures dropping as we go throughout Wednesday into Thursday into Friday. My lowest confidence here is this time frame right here. Pretty much, I'd say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This time frame, the reason it is fraught with uncertainty is because we've got these multiple clipper systems coming through time here. And that's why I put a snow shower chance on Wednesday, one on Friday for another clipper type system moving through. Heck, we could even see some flurries, maybe some snow showers as we go throughout. I'd probably say your Thursday night as well. That's something that we'll have to watch, certainly. I think Tuesday is going to be liquid rain, though, for the most part. Tuesday afternoon into the evening. So if you've got plans then, that's okay. Even these snow shower days aren't going to be too bad. I think it'll be very light if we do see anything, and those will definitely influence these temperatures here, the 40s, the 30s, and again, the lower 40s. We may have to drop those depending on how strong these clippers are, how much cold air they're able to pull down. A little more confidence towards Saturday, though, because I definitely think we'll see sort of a warm surge. It'll be a very brief one and a very small one, so 50s, I wouldn't rule them out at this time, but 46 is about the best I've done on temperatures here for that time frame. We'll make adjustments as necessary as we go throughout the week. So that's how it's shaping up right now. I'm meteorologist Ryan Hoke. I will be back tonight for Wave 3 News at 6 and 11. We'll see you then.